Guilty by design, she's nothing more than fiction. She dreams in digital.
Yo, what's up, Meta Gang? It's Roth. I'm gonna bring you my virtual world deck profile. It's incomplete. Been having some problems with the TCG player. Well, whatever. I got two of the Shinshin, which I'll run. Any card sent from the field to graveyard is banished, which is excellent. And then if you have two of different attribute and type in a graveyard, you can banish it and bring it back on the field if it wasn't sent to the graveyard that turn. I'll play one of the Juju. It's kind of attack option. It's mainly going second or a little bit later game. Be able to undo some boards. Or get rid of a problematic card, maybe. Whatever. Final Sigma is amazing though. Make Final Sigma, just kind of sit on it, and your opponent can't really do anything, especially with everything else that you're doing in this deck. It's quite amazing with the Cloud Castle and all the level 9s. You end up having the trap card to be able to reduce the stars of your 9s, and then Cloud Castle be able to bring his stuff back. So it's quite awesome. And you got your Crocolisk, be able to actually draw the pop cards and just give you some options here. The 9s are incredible in this deck. So show you the Gotems, in case if you got like too much of an extension and you just feel like your opponent just doesn't need to have cards, then you can just kind of Gotems and take their cards away. But you mainly just want to go into Calamities. This is the whole point of the deck right now is making Calamities, shutting off your opponent, so you can't activate anything, attack or whatever. And if you go to activate this and then try to activate whatever, you got Trap to pop it so it can resolve its effect, which is nice. It's not a whole lot of rank 6s that you will go into. I do like keeping the archetypes, so I'll run Fan. Jaja is probably one of the best. This thing is just protection, and you can set up some plays. Mainly protection though. This thing can just stay out there forever. Break Sword, utility, give a second or like later game, be able to pop one of your cards, put it in a graveyard so you can use it either to reduce a star or search using the spell card in this deck. So it's kind of nice. And I'll play the Utopia Beyond. I haven't quite decided on what's the best rank 6 to probably play for this. The follow up with the Gaia Charger, smack into him, and then of course, you know, Zeus. So if Zeus has materials under like 2, you can send those 2 away, and then undo the entire board, send the entire board to the grave. It's pretty ridiculous. So it's pretty easy to do with like Jaja, and like I said, Utopia Beyond it right into the Thunder Charger. So yeah, it's really easy. So that takes care of the extra deck. We'll go right into the trap lineup. How about that? Yeah, this is the virtual world trap card I'm talking about. So yeah, if this thing's in the grave, you just banish it out. Target one of your virtual worlds. Either increase the star level by 3 or decrease it by 3. And it just gives you plays for days. Plus it being up on the field, and you having 2 of your virtual world cards banished, you can return them to the deck and be able to pop a card on the field, which is great utility to have here. I'll play a Skill Drain. It's not good in the mirror match at all. Like it can actually hurt you. I guess you should have like another card instead of this. But against other decks, this is actually pretty amazing. So it's hard for me to take it out. I'll play 3 of the Kulong, as this thing will put your spell or trap face up and have it activated, so you can go ahead and use it. And then you'll either gain attack or be able to mill, or actually be able to bring out your virtual world monsters depending on how many face up continuous virtual world cards that you have up here. So it's quite amazing. I haven't resolved it yet. I've gotten close. It's kind of yeah, I guess we're waiting for support. But here's the Oolong T or whatever. Be able to target a card on the field and negate it by banishing one of your virtual world cards. and then when this thing's in the graveyard, you can banish it, search out a monster, and then just pitch a card in your hand to fulfill the rest of the requirements. So you can just, get your play started with this thing. And that's pretty much the reason why I play Foolish Burial Goods, because, well, my carrier hates me, and I guess TCG hates me. I'm not real sure. Player, that is. The store. Anyway, this will help dump the Oolong Tea to get my play started, or the trap card, which hopefully I don't have to do that at all. And then Upstart. Keep this thing consistent. I know I'm missing E-Telly, guys, but hey, it's kind of pricey. Call by Haunted, or not Call by Haunted, Call by Grave, Jesus. Yeah, this thing here is just the best card in the game. I see why they hit it, because this thing just outs so many decks and what they want to do. It's just great. So, stop playing Desires, guys. I'm not playing Desires. So, I kind of have that sided out for the moment. I'm trying this. This is Black and White Wave. If there's a face-up XZ monster on the field, with a Synchro monster as XZ material, target that card on the field, banish that target. If you do, draw a card. So, what's going to end up happening is I'm going to usually make Calamities, and it's going to have Shinshin under it, and that's typically going to be my board. This is just going to give me the extra interruption or whatever. Usually, if I resolve this, and I do, it's just a blowout win. It's ridiculous. Banish a card, and then it just replenishes itself because I get to draw a card. Plus, it's a quick play, so I can put it in chain. It really ends up coming out pretty amazing. And then, like I'm talking about the mirror match a lot, so I like to be able to spot removal so nothing can resolve. That's kind of my thing. And MST negates, so why not up it? I mean, and that brings us into, of course, what you play. The Virtual World monsters. Lulu. It's your searcher on the deck. So you'll target a Virtual World card on the field, trap, spell, or monster, and then you'll send one of the other typing to the grave. And this thing will be able to summon out, and then you'll be able to search. Let's see. Okay, yeah, it's just that. You can search out the third type, which, I mean, it's pretty freaking awesome. So if you're targeting the monster and you're sending the spell, then you can search out the trap or get the trap to your hand, or you can actually send the trap to add the spell, which would probably end up being your Kulong, and your Kulong will bring out this. So there's just all kinds of plays you can do. That, or you can send this to get you another play started. So your search for the deck's amazing. So yeah, search for the deck's amazing. A little fumble with the camera here. But yeah, search card, and Jesus, she pricey right now. Nyan, this thing's pretty interesting. I could see maybe some other decks trying to utilize the engine, maybe using this card to do so. Mainly because of the level 3s. If this thing's engraved, and you bring out level 3, you're supposed to summon level 3, this thing will just pop out. And by its effect, it becomes a tuner, so then you can start tuning with it. That just alone, I feel, is pretty decent tech in some decks. I'm not real sure, though. I'm really hoping the Virtual World kind of stays its own thing. But brings us to GG, the other level 3. Oh, my bad. Nanian also, if it's banished, it returns one of the Virtual World cards that is banished besides itself. So, if you got one of the spell traps banished and Nanian gets banished, then you get to return one of the spell traps or a monster if there's a monster banished. But anyway, GG, pretty much all these monsters have pretty much the same effect except for Nanan for the special summoning effect to bring themselves out. So this one will target a card on the field. That's Virtual World, spell trap, and then it'll send the other typing of it, and then it'll be able to bring itself out. And then at the end phase, don't forget, it gets to search, so you get to add one of the virtual world cards to your hand, which is actually pretty good. Play 3, the Kieran or Lily, however you want to call her. She's actually full burial and crack. Just like I said, you target a card on field. You'd be able to send one of the other typing, be able to summon it out, and then send another of the third typing of virtual world card to your graveyard. So you'd be able to send 2 virtual world cards out into your graveyard and be able to bring this card out to the field. And set your plays up. So it's a 6, and then it's easy way to get your tutors. And here's my problem here. This should be not a problem. I have 1. Lol. I've placed multiple orders. I've even got a hold of the vendor itself and the site, and for whatever reason, it's just the holidays, I think. But still waiting on this card to show up, and when it does, I'll probably have multiples upon multiples of it trying to get this card and play it in a timely fashion. Anyway, this thing's pretty amazing. Target a card on field, bring it out, and its deal when it comes out, it gets to target one virtual world monster in graveyard and summon it. So you can bring out your Lulu, which is a tuner, if you need another tuner. Or you can bring out, another 6 if you want to go into rank 6. Or, I mean, you kind of get the understanding here. You can do a lot. It can also redo your Nan, bring back your Nan play to actually use it with that to go into a 9, which is typically what happens. Then, you play another, bring back Nan for another play, which is really good. And then we got 3 of the Ghost Ogre. The hand traps. Yes, I know Ash is probably better. I got Ash in all my other decks, and yes, that's amazing, but I kind of wore a little thin. I ran out of Ashes. So I think Spot Destruction is just as good, especially for this matchup and stuff in the mirror match at this meta. Just play Ghost Ogre. It's really great. And then, yeah. Cypher and Gamma, because it's actually the best hand trap in the game right now. Being able to stop literally any freaking monster effect anywhere is about the best thing. In the hand, stopping that stuff is just great. And of course, driver to back it all up, because you have to have driver to go with Gamma to be able to resolve the effect. That's why you never want these things banished. And I've been looking into a couple tech options to be able to bring these back and use them for tuners and stuff. So we'll see what happens to this deck in the future, especially when I get my cards in and I get to do some more play testing. Desires might even go back in. Who knows, guys? But I'll keep you informed. You make sure you hit that like and the bell and all that fun stuff, and we'll see you next time.
Like and subscribe to Metagang. Do it. Hit the bell icon.
That shit sharp, for the light you give, looking up all night, you, for the light you give.